Hello, and welcome to 5 Minute Math. Today we are looking at the third grade concept of solving data problems. This is standard 3.8b in the great state of Texas, and we are using item number 14 of the 2024 released STAAR test. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and take a moment to pause the video, work this problem out on your own, unpause it, and we will look at our answers together. So we have a dot plot here, and it shows how many miles that Joseph ran on 5 days. So he ran one more day, but you see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots. So only the first 5 dots are showing. He ran one more day, but the dot is missing. All right, so we're missing that dot. And then he ran a total of 25 miles during the 6 days, but we've only got the 5 on the dot plot. How many miles did he run on the 6th day? All right, so let's just pretend that he ran this many miles on these days, right? So I'm just going to say day 1, and then I've got miles. All right, so let's just make a table here to kind of record because we want to figure out how much he's run so far. So on day 1, he ran 0 miles, okay? On day 2 and 3, you notice that they're both sitting on top of that 2. So on day 2, he ran 2 miles. Day 3 also ran 2 miles. On day 4, that's a lot of miles, 5 miles. And look at day 5, 8 miles. All right, so he ran 6 days, and that's really what we're trying to figure out. How much did Joseph run on the 6th day? We've got our answers that we can choose from there, 6, 8, 17, or 10, but they give us all the information we need because take a look, the total is 25. So if I just keep that in mind right here, basically what this is turning into is just a really long addition problem with a missing addend, right? We could also view it as a part whole, right? Where we've got the 25 as our total, and then we've got all of these numbers as our parts, and we're just missing one part, really. So I'm just going to draw it proportionally, even though these numbers would be different sizes if we're not going to worry about how large the 0 is compared to the 2 as compared to the 5 and the 8. Right? So that's what we're missing. We're missing that last 6th day. So let's just see how much we have, right? And we'll see how short we are from our goal of 25. So when we're adding these, we can add them just right here. Obviously, we don't have to worry about this 0. And so let's see, you know what? I see an 8 and a 2. So I'm going to grab those two and I'm going to make that a 10. And then my 2 and my 5, that just makes 7. All right, so it looks like I've got 17 miles so far. My total is supposed to be 25. So that's a lot easier. And let's see, I need 3 more to get to 20, and an extra 5 more, right, to get up to that 25. So that's going to be 8. So it looks like my missing number is 8. Let's just double check to make sure that works, right? If I do my 2, my 2, my 5, my 8, there's that 0 we don't really worry about, and then here's that missing 8. Let's make sure that goes back up to 25, because look at these two 8s, goes with these two 2s, right? So that's a 10, and that's another 10. So 8 and 2, 8 and 2, two 10s, and there's my 5. Yeah, there's my 25. So that 8 is what we're looking for, right? Now, how do we get some of these other numbers? Well, take a look at this 17 right here. You see that 17? I bet you some students probably chose that 17 because that's our subtotal. That's how many that Joseph ran on days 1 through 5, but that's not how many miles. Always got to look back at that question we're trying to answer. How many miles did Joseph run on the 6th day? Not how many miles has he run so far. So our answer here is going to be B.